Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. ORTH Update Key developments in road transport and infrastructure in January 2025. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, MORTH, has made significant progress in infrastructure development, awarding 1,104 kilometers of national highways and constructing 1,147 kilometers in January 2025. Total fiscal year figures stand at 4,200 Vasa, 4 kilometers awarded and 7,000 kilometers built. The ministry has spent INR 2,30,298 crore on road projects and launched a vehicle scrappage initiative, scrapping 1,08,583 vehicles. It has also installed 28 EV charging stations along highways. To streamline approvals for road overbridges, a standard operating procedure (SOP) is being developed. Proposed policies include higher registration fees for older vehicles and tax incentives for scrappage. Mumbai Slum Rehabilitation Authority mandates joint ownership of homes for spouses under rehabilitation scheme. In a significant move towards gender equality and financial security for women, the Slum Rehabilitation Authority (SRA) Brihan Mumbai has issued a circular mandating the inclusion of both husband and wife's names in Annexure 2 of the Slum Rehabilitation Scheme. This directive, based on the Maharashtra Slum Areas Improvement, Clearance and Redevelopment Act 1971, aims to ensure joint ownership of homes allotted under the scheme, benefiting numerous slum dwellers. The circular highlights the importance of joint property registration to safeguard women's rights, especially in cases of marital disputes or the demise of a spouse. Authorities have been instructed to implement the circular promptly to ensure compliance across rehabilitation societies. Pune Metro News PMRDA extends Pune Metro Line 3 deadline, operations to commence by year end. The Pune Metropolitan Region Development Authority PMRDA Metro Line 3, which connects Hinjawadi and Shivajinagar, is now slated to begin operations by the end of the year. The project was scheduled to be finished in 2023, but difficulties with land acquisition, traffic, and the COVID-19 epidemic caused several delays. The integrated flyover at University Chowk and the purchase of land at Raj Bhavan are two important elements that remain unfinished, despite 85% of the construction being finished. Trial runs are scheduled to start in October or November after construction is finished. MHADA to hold Janata Din twice a month for faster grievance redressal. The Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, MHADA, will now hold Janata Din twice a month to improve public grievance redressal as part of its 100-day action plan. Led by MHADA CEO Sanjeev Jaiswal, this initiative enables direct access to grievance systems, including video conferencing. The plan also emphasizes faster project approvals, tender processing, and enhanced public amenities, including accessibility improvements and facilities for mothers. Officials must conduct regular site visits and expedite housing projects under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Urban. MHADA's Lokshahi Din has resolved long pending cases, reinforcing its commitment to efficient urban housing and citizen services. Bengaluru Metro Phase 3 update. Karnataka government to discuss land acquisition issues in key meeting scheduled for this week. The Karnataka government will hold a key meeting this Friday, led by Deputy CM D.K. Shivakumar and Minister M.B. Patil, to address land acquisition delays for Bengaluru Metro's Phase 3 and the multimodal transport hub in Hebbal. Despite talks since October 2023, the transfer of 45 acres remains unresolved, potentially due to real estate interests. Delays in Peripheral Ring Road, Kempegowda Airport expansion, and Bangalore Suburban Railway project highlight broader land acquisition challenges. The outcome of this meeting could determine the pace of Bengaluru's infrastructure growth and set a precedent for future projects. Mehada Housing. MBRRB schedules last hearing for transit housing applicants on March 6, 2025. The Mumbai Building Repairs and Reconstruction Board has scheduled a final hearing for 11 transit tenement applicants on March 6, after none attended the initial session on February 27. Despite several notice attempts, including registered post, personal delivery, and public advertisements, the candidates did not respond. Given that they have not occupied their allotted tenants in 2 decades, determining their eligibility is critical. MHADA recently altered its allocation policies to increase transparency. The final decision on tenement allocation will be made once the committee has completed its verification and submitted a full report. SRA tender. Consultants sought for structural audit and repair monitoring of SRA building in Vikhroli, Mumbai. The Slum Rehabilitation Authority, SRA, is inviting consultants to submit sealed bids for a structural assessment and repair monitoring of a ground plus 16 rehabilitation building in Vikhroli, Mumbai. The project includes adding 3 more floors, an overhead water tank, and a lift machine room. The selected consultant will conduct visual inspections, non-destructive tests, and provide a detailed repair report. Bids must be submitted by the deadline, with results announced the same day. The consultant must complete the work within 30 days, while ensuring safety and quality standards. The project aims to enhance the building's structural integrity and compliance with regulations. Jaipura Housing. JDA residential schemes see massive demand with 152,000 applications for 716 plots. The Jaipur Development Authority, JDA, saw a massive response to its recent residential schemes, receiving 152,000 applications for 716 plots, earning INR 15 crore 23 lakh in application fees. Govind Vihar, Atal Vihar, and Patel Nagar schemes were particularly popular, drawing thousands of applicants, including transgender individuals. Buoyed by this success, JDA announced 3 new schemes in Mansharampura, Kardhani, and Bainad, offering 850 plots. This follows a trend of high demand for JDA projects, including those under the Mukhya Mantri Jan Awas Yojana. Jaipur's rapid urban growth and improving infrastructure in areas like Jhotwara and Basi drive this demand, attracting both home buyers and investors. SC Judgment. Bharat Nagar Slum Redevelopment to proceed as SC dismisses residents' plea. The Supreme Court has dismissed an appeal filed by residents against the Slum Rehabilitation Authority, SRA notice, thereby clearing the path for the redevelopment of the Bharat Nagar slum in Bandra, East. The SRA had surveyed 2,965 slum structures, finding 2,625 eligible for rehabilitation. The appellants had contested the redevelopment, claiming the plot fell under Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, MHADA jurisdiction, but their plea was repeatedly dismissed at various levels. The Supreme Court upheld the earlier decisions, noting that the appellants were merely transit tenants, and ruled that the appeals lacked merit. It was also observed that a majority of eligible slum dwellers had already agreed to the redevelopment, making the project legally and procedurally valid. Kolkata. KMC eases building norms for small plots to curb illegal constructions. The Kolkata Municipal Corporation, KMC Buildings Department sanctioned 4 building plans for small plots, ranging from 450 to 1,500 square feet in Garia and nearby areas of EM Bypass earlier this week. Prior to this, 2 small plots in the Kasba Garfa belt and Patuli had also received approval. In an effort to curb unauthorized constructions, KMC has introduced amendments to existing building regulations, encouraging small plot owners to submit plans for approval. The relaxations will be applicable to plots between 350 and 2,100 square feet, provided the owners engage an architect or structural engineer for compliance. The initiative, which includes colony and Thika land, may be expanded based on public response. Bombay HC seeks clarification on BMC's compensation to Mulund landowner. The Bombay High Court recently inquired whether the state government had disbursed INR 3,12,000 in compensation to a landowner for property acquired by the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, for road widening in Mulund. The matter stemmed from a petition based on a letter by 96-year-old Lakshmi Adhav, who sought enforcement of the court's directives from a judgment issued in September 2005. While BMC claimed compliance, Adhav contended that her land was acquired in 3 phases: 1957, 1968, and 1972. However, the court found no records supporting the 1957 claim. Compensation directives were issued for portions acquired in 1968 and 1972. Bhubaneswar Housing, BDA, and BMC to streamline affordable housing allocation in Bhubaneswar. The Housing and Urban Development Department of Bhubaneswar has assigned specific roles to the Bhubaneswar Development Authority, BDA, and the Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation, BMC, to improve affordable housing allocation. The BDA will develop housing projects and transfer them to the BMC for distribution, ensuring a smoother process. Both agencies must finalize an action plan for slum redevelopment under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana 2.0 within 15 days. A committee will address eligibility issues, while banks will help with financial support. Discussions also included the Mahi Sakhal project Phase 2. These efforts aim to accelerate housing distribution and provide equitable housing for slum dwellers. Mumbai Real Estate. Rohit Sharma leases his lower Peril apartment for INR 2,60,000 per month. Mumbai Indians captain Rohit Sharma has rented out his 1,298 square feet luxury apartment in Lodha Marquise, Lower Parel, for INR 2,60,000 per month. The flat, co-owned with his father, was purchased in 2013 for INR 5 crore 46 lakh. A second unit in the same complex was leased in October 2024 for INR 2,65,000 monthly. Rohit also owns a 6,000 square feet apartment in Ahuja Towers, Worli, worth INR 30 crore. Lower Parel and Worli remain prime real estate markets due to their connectivity and high rental yields, making them attractive for luxury investors and tenants alike. Nashik. NMC nears INR 250 crore tax collection target with strong digital payment push. The Nashik Municipal Corporation, NMC, saw a 33% increase in property tax collection, reaching INR 234 crore by February, a record high. To meet its INR 250 crore goal, it needs INR 16 crore more. The rise is attributed to an 8% discount for early lump sum payments, an extra 1% for online payments, and a successful amnesty scheme. NMC's push for digital transactions and actions against defaulters, like door-to-door collection, also contributed. With a steady revenue increase over recent years, NMC expects to exceed its target in March. Property deals Pune. Hrithik Roshan extends Pune office lease in Eon Kharadi for INR 6,08,000 monthly. Rent Hrithik Roshan has extended the rental agreement for a 9,209 square feet commercial office space located in Pune's World Trade Center, Eon Kharadi. As per property registration documents accessed by CRE Matrix, the renewed lease entails a monthly rent of INR 6,08,000 with a security deposit of INR 11,67,000. The lease has been assigned to Regus Ruby Business Center Pavatluted. with a tenure of 36 months starting from late September 2024. The agreement includes a 5% annual rent escalation clause, a stamp duty of INR 58,500, and a registration fee of INR 1,000 were paid for the registration. The office, situated on the 8th floor, also provides parking for 9 four-wheelers and 18 two-wheelers. Pranav Constructions files DRHP with SEBI for IPO to raise funds. Mumbai-based real estate developer Pranav Constructions has submitted its draft red herring prospectus, DRHP, to the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, for an initial public offering, IPO. The IPO comprises a fresh issuance of INR 392 crore and an offer for sale of up to 28,56,800, 69 equity shares by promoter and investor selling shareholders. The company may also consider a pre-IPO placement of INR 78 crore 40 lakh. Pranav Constructions is a major player in the MCGM redevelopment sector in Mumbai and has a strong track record of timely project execution, following a capital-light business model. The company reported a consolidated revenue of INR 447 crore 48 lakh for fiscal 2024, with a profit of INR 39 crore 62 lakh. Adani Group considers reviving US investment plans amid policy changes. The Adani Group is reportedly reconsidering its investment plans in the United States, following policy changes introduced by President Donald Trump. The conglomerate had previously halted its USD 10 billion commitment to US infrastructure projects due to legal troubles over an alleged USD 265 million bribery scheme. The suspension of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, FCPA, enforcement in the US has sparked renewed optimism within the group, prompting it to explore investment opportunities in sectors such as nuclear power, utilities, and port infrastructure. Legal proceedings against Adani and his associates continue, although the policy shift has created a more favorable environment for the group's expansion. Bidhanagar Municipal Corporation to introduce Bharat Bill Payment System for property tax payments. The Bidhanagar Municipal Corporation, BMC, plans to adopt the Bharat Bill Collection System, BBPS, as an additional option of property tax collection beginning with the KSAC 2019 fiscal year. This program intends to make it easier for taxpayers to make payments using mobile apps in addition to existing online and offline ways. The Civic Authority has already initiated the process of collaborating with a bank to adopt this system. BMC currently accepts property tax payments via debit or credit cards, internet banking, or in person with cash, checks, or demand drafts. The corporation is also focusing on implementing the Unit Area Assessment UAA system, which will standardize property tax collection throughout all 41 wards. With these approaches, BMC hopes to increase revenue, raising its collection target from INR 40 crore last year to INR 44 crore for the coming fiscal year. Stronger, safer, smarter. The blueprint for future-ready construction. In the fast-paced world of real estate and infrastructure development, prioritizing speed and cost over quality can lead to long-term financial and safety risks. Poor construction practices result in costly repairs, high maintenance, and even structural failures. Globally, defects and rework contribute to a 5 to 10% rise in construction costs. In India, where rapid urbanization is reshaping cities, the use of advanced materials like self-healing concrete, aluminum shuttering, and corrosion-resistant steel can enhance durability. Sustainable construction, supported by green certifications and skilled labor, ensures efficiency and resilience. With India's construction sector set for significant growth, long-term quality must take precedence over short-term gains. Highway monetization gains momentum with INR 18,000 crore target for March. The National Monetization Pipeline 2 (NMP) is set out to expedite the POPFA monetization of highway assets between FY26 and FY30, with a target of INR 3,50,000 crore to be raised through leasing operational and other highway networks. This figure is over twice the estimated funds raised in the first phase FY21 to FY25. The ongoing monetization process under NMPI, which aimed for INR 1,60,000 crore, has already achieved INR 1,20,000 crore, with the remaining balance expected to be mobilized by the end of the financial year. The National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, has already raised INR 8,293 crore through the monetization of two highway bundles. Allianz Real Estate Holdings dropped 7.7% in 2024 amid global commercial property slump. Allianz, Europe's largest investor, reported a 7.7% decline in its real estate portfolio in 2024, reducing its value to EUR 53.9 billion, following a 6.2% drop in 2023. The downturn aligns with global commercial real estate struggles, driven by high office vacancies, falling property values, and post-pandemic shifts to remote work. Despite this, Allianz's net profit surged 15% in Q4 2024, reaching EUR 2,470 million, exceeding market expectations. Institutional investors worldwide are rebalancing portfolios, shifting focus from commercial to residential real estate, reflecting rising demand for housing in high-growth areas. Hong Kong house prices dropped 7.2% in 2024, despite government stimulus efforts. Hong Kong's private home prices fell 0.4% in January, marking the second consecutive monthly decline and bringing the total price drop to 7.2% in 2024. Since peaking in 2021, home prices have fallen nearly 30%, pressured by higher mortgage rates, an economic slowdown, and an exodus of professionals. Despite reduced stamp duties and eased property restrictions, demand remains weak. Analysts predict a potential 5% price rebound in 2025, contingent on interest rate cuts and geopolitical stability. Hong Kong's housing slump reflects broader real estate struggles in China, Singapore, and global cities facing affordability and economic headwinds. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.